Fix my what?
Richard.
Oh, Richard. Oh, shit. Richard. Hey, what's up, Ruckus? So, yeah, I just got a Windows update, so now none of my settings, and this is like a constant battle with with Windows and all the other things. Hey, there you go. Look at your little hat, Richard. There you go. Oh, if you're new, this is Richard. This is my trading partner. He helps me not do stupid shit when trading. So like right now, if I wanted to like really put in a big long, he'd say, "Nah, it's gonna keep going down further." You know that kind of stuff. No. So we're having two issues with the Windows 11. So one, my PC is good. So you had to like have a TNP 2.0, some sort of security thing in your motherboard, and my board has it. But I'm running so much like testy software here because I run DaVinci for video editing. I have, um, After Effects. There's Premiere and all these different things that run this fucking software, and it drives me crazy because it's such a pain in the ass 24/7 to deal with this crap. But I think my stuff is good. I guarantee you if I tried to open like Call of Duty or something right now, it would just completely just crash everything. But yeah, so what's going on, Ruckus Among Us? I'm trying to get a hold I'm talking with DZ and them right now. I'm gonna try to get their streams set up really well. Because I use my Twitch is mostly for like video games and allowing me to just be here for like anytime somebody wants to ask a question. Yesterday we went like full in depth on Theta and T-Fuel. So like I try to offer the streams up because I don't prepare anything for this, but so let's see, you can hardly run OBS and oh, let's see. I mean, if I pull up like the specs for my PC, I should be able to do fucking anything. But it still makes it difficult. Like I upgraded to 64 gigs of RAM just to be able to manage. Because sometimes I'll have 20 Google tabs running at the same time, and no matter how much I upgrade my PC, I still need two of them to do everything. Oh yeah, you have a lot of people get set up. Yeah, like see, the OBS stuff is by far some of the hardest things to get set up. Getting everything right from bitrate to having your networks selected correctly, changing up, your audio collection bitrate just because it's what you got to do for people who don't have faster internet and things like that. Yeah, thanks, Batcher. You always come after you with that. Hey, okay, I'm sorry. I had the option of a 3090, but that was $3,000 at the time, and I don't really need the 3090 for 24 gigs of VRAM. Like, I mean, shit, I could run any game on Ultra right now with my 2080 and still get 120 frames. It's just too expensive. So the person who did buy the 3090 for $3,000, he sold me his 2080 Ti for $400. I mean, I couldn't do that. So then I gave my 2070 to Sky upstairs. So now he can play and he can run my streams remotely. And since we're all on the same like network, even though I have a Stream Deck down here, he can pair to the Streamlabs through the work phone over here. And I said, we have so much technology and we still don't have it set up correctly. But just Ruckus? Okay. That's your alter ego? Are you stream too? The daily... Oh, hey, man, I gotta get you that follow, dude. Gotta get you that follow. Is it on Twitch that you stream? Alright, guys, shout out to Ruckus Among Us. If you're interested in a little podcast and things, be sure to drop him the follow. And we can go ahead and do a shout out for Ruckus. Boom, last playing Hungry Shark Evolution. This reminds me of the what do you call it game that just came out for... Oh, it didn't just come out. It came out about a year ago. It's like you're this shark that just grows and you can fight the guy who like killed your mom. Hey, dude, Ruckus, I'm a weird guy. This is probably why I'm not bigger in the crypto community, because I mean, I love crypto, love doing it, teaching it and all that, but I also have other hobbies, and there's times like these where this shit is just chopping, man. Like, look at this. This is just chopping. Like, and we could hide all this crap, get rid of the stupid Wyckoff accumulation, and in the end, we're coming to Let's duplicate so I don't lose. Go to a different Bitcoin, one of my trash Bitcoin charts just to see the short term. Here we go. And, you know, delete this. We could just see that right now we're coming into a very tight thing. And, you know, my video yesterday, I said, by, you know, tonight we should have a breakout one direction or the other. So, you know, this time it's boring to trade. It's risky. You're going to lose money. So I just sit back and wait. And once we're confirmed that we're back into a trend like this we saw in XRP, like when we're back into this is when I'll start trading, and I'll probably get out too early again. But hey, like I said, either way, I'm a weird guy. I was playing Elder Scrolls this morning, just constantly running around collecting ore. You know, so there's root bus here too. Yeah, I mean, if you like doing it, definitely get back to it. If you want to listen to the link, it's on my About page. It's on Alternate Current Radio. Okay. No, I'll definitely check it out. Like I said, I love seeing new things and checking out all the other people, because, you know, like, you guys are in the crypto family community with us. You know, I love to see what you guys are doing, you know. And what was it, a couple weeks ago, somebody brought up a game called Peekaboo, and hell, we ended up playing that thing for like 2 days straight. It's like a hide and seek game. So no, I love it. That's your therapy. All right, so I was going to the About page, and it said Alternate Radio. Let's see over here. That's cool. Damn, built from the ground up. No, I'll definitely take a listen. Is the actual links a little bit lower? Hey, thanks for the alert, Battery. I hope you have a good day mining crypto, my friend. It's hard work. Which one of the links? The shark box? Learn something, it's free. No, I like your setup, dude. It's very clean. Very clean. I'm working on mine right now. But yeah, I'm just gonna throw you over here on my to-do list. Okay, that sounded bad. I'm not gonna do you. I'm just gonna like take a look at your stuff. Let me throw him on my to-do list. The links are the photos. Okay, yeah. Then I will definitely take a look at that. Oh, you're sailing soon, Battery? Hell yeah. On the 12th of September, where are we at? So that's... Okay. So me and Melody need to get to Galveston and get on the same boat as you around September 12th. We can do that.
No, he's sailing out of New Orleans.
Is that New Orleans?
I think so.
What?
New Orleans, Louisiana?
Oh, yeah. NOLA. I thought he was coming out of NOLA. NOLA, not Galveston. Okay, I mean, hey, New Orleans. See, look, see, this is why I keep her around, Battery. What's that? Hey, Miss Elliott. Sorry, I'm all over the place this morning since I started my stream a little bit earlier to help watch some of these tournaments in South Africa. So, but how are you doing? But yeah, Battery, definitely. Let's talk, because me and Melody would definitely go on a cruise to come hang out. Just for shits and giggles. There's good enough internet on there, right? I could be like Crypto and, like, you know, have my phone out and today with the Bitcoin price. I could be one of those cool guys, shirtless in a Lambo. I'm actually in Texas. I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I saw that BitBoy was doing the meetup, and I was like, man, I need to figure out what day that is. And he said July 15th. And me and her were thinking, like, fuck it, we could just drive to Atlanta real quick. It's like 12 hours. Business cards? Nah, I don't need no damn business cards. As I'm doing this for you guys. That's why you don't see any sponsors on my stream. You don't see any, you know, use this. I mean, I have the links for Bybit and stuff, but I keep them buried in there because, like, if you're... The people who use those links are the people who shouldn't be trading, you know. It's kind of a double-edged sword, right? But keeping tab open. Oh, all right, thanks, my man. But yeah, I need to find out when BitBoy, when this fool, because he was talking about a meetup, wasn't he? Oh, no.
Holy shit.
Man, I don't know. Does anybody know when that meetup was? Because if I can make it, I don't know if any of you guys happen to be in Atlanta who came over from his channel, but I did want to meet my dumbass. I could potentially go, you know? I like meeting him. You know, I've talked with Ben and them tons of times, but I've never actually met them in person. And I didn't end up making it to Miami, so didn't get to see him then. But, you know, I've been in the background, you know, just kind of hanging out. How long have I been? I have actually been in crypto since 2013. But in 2013, I was actually starting veterinary school, so I didn't really have much disposable income. And at that time, I didn't really understand it as well as I do now. So instead of buying Bitcoin, I actually bought a house. And the guy who lives upstairs with me, my best friend who helps me with everything, and you know, now we're partners in doing this to see what kind of happens. He told me to buy Bitcoin, but I bought a house instead. You know, and that house I sold after it was paid off to buy this house that we're in now. So yeah, if I had bought Bitcoin, I could have made a lot more money. But then in 2016 to 2017, when I graduated veterinary school, you know, I started to make money for several months, and it's the first time I actually made good money. I bought into crypto then, and I was very lucky to get out before 2017, and that's when I understood my first cycle. Didn't make much. I think I made like 200 or 300% on my investment, and at that time it was probably 2 or 3 grand. So, you know, I did well. Hey, sorry, my dogs ruin all of my videos. It's fun. But yeah, so I've been in it since then, and then I got into actually trading Forex and stocks and commodities during 2017, 2018, because that's when I finally started to have capital to actually invest. So then from there on out, I started learning chart analysis, and I did that on the side when I wasn't working as a veterinarian. And I was very fortunate. I worked for a nonprofit, and I was one of their surgeons, so I did spays and neuters on a high volume capability to allow for low cost. Did that, was able to work only 20 to 25 hours a week, making very good money, and you know, here we are. The coronavirus finally made it to where I was like, man, I could just keep doing this at home, because I finally took a month or two off and then realized I was making more money doing this than I was as a doctor. So but that comes with the caveat that at this point I had built up a lot of capital, right? And that's the thing that makes it really hard for other people to succeed, is having the capital. So, you know, like right now I'm helping as many people as I can. Like, you know, like Bacon and Battery don't need it, who are in the chat, but there's a lot of other individuals from South Africa, the Middle East, and India and China area who are trying to make, you know, money from literally nothing. And the same strategy works across the board. The discipline part is where it gets really hard and difficult. So, I hope that answers your question. So technically, I've been in it for, you know, almost a decade, but I have been very active with it for 4 years. Enough to make a full cycle and an idiot of myself like everybody else. Oh, hey, I mean, as long as you're doing your research and learning, this whole space can be learned really quick if you can take into account other people's mistakes, right? So, you know, if you hopped in right now and you actually listened to BitBoy or me or some of these other people, you could make money. But the problem is nobody actually listens to the plan 100%. Almost every analyst's strategy is good if you apply it all the way out. But each analyst has different stops and checks and things that'll change their opinion on where the markets will go. So, you know, like when I'm on here saying that, yeah, we have a likelihood to break to the upside here, well, I think it's a higher likelihood that we would actually come back down one more time to test this, but I think the 30K is going to hold very, very solid, no matter which kind of chart you want to look at, whether it's Wyckoff distribution, just simple support resistance between symmetrical triangles. If you want to do moving averages, I've added these on and explained different scenarios and how they meet, but the same thing that sucks no matter what is, how do you put it all together, right? You know, we have a mixed signals on, well, where the hell it's called, Market Cipher. Lux Algo still in a sell, you know, so there's just all these things that are still saying bad, but the problem is it's going to stay like this until we hit certain things. And the main thing is, until we break 42, I don't think we're going up. And until we break 30, I don't think we're going down. So that kind of leaves one fucking option, right? Fucking bounce around in this bitch in between. And it's kind of how it is.
Yo, Raggin Official, thank you so much for the follow.
Why sheep don't move even after the release and the bone leash dropped? Well, that's a very good question, Bacon, and I can offer a couple different answers, right? So, positive things about sheep, right? So sheep it's hit a market, right? We have, looking at Sheeb right now, it is on almost 1 million people's watch list. There's only 2 other cryptos that come close to this. One is SafeMoon with 1.6, and the other one is Bitcoin, 1.7. I think Doge is the only other one that has like 1 million. Yeah. So, you know, it has a lot of people who are taking a look and watching Sheeb. Well, now here comes with the other thing is what makes price go up or down, right? Supply and demand. Now, most of the people who are going to buy Sheeb have no fucking clue or any fucking idea how to use Shiba Swap or that it even exists. Lots of people have bought it on crypto.com. They've bought it on a lot of these exchanges, and you know they just have no idea how. Oh, do we have a bad one? Thank you. It's like we have no idea how any of that is working, right? So that's one issue that I see with Sheeb. The second is, what are we going to do with it once we get it, right? Yeah, you're going to get these bones and things like that, but most people who are buying Sheeb, they actually bought and sold out, right? So what we need is another wave of positive price action from Sheeb, which isn't going to happen until enough people actually decide that it's worth it to go up. So is Sheeb still in the 20s right now? Yep. So here's Sheeb, and we'll go to the actual chart here in a second. But looking at Sheeb as of right now, it's pretty much just holding steady. But what happens when you hold steady on a support for a long time? You either fall through it, right? Or you have an explosive rally above it, right? Because as we constrict, you know, this is where people will start throwing in the Bollinger Bands. You know, I don't really use the Bollinger Bands until we're in a breakout, crashing, or we've been consolidating sideways. In the middle of that, you know, it could help you on a range, but that's what we usually use Fibonacci and other tools for. So if we add like the Bollinger Bands right here, right now, Sheeb and all the other coins are just following what the other ones are doing. You know, we had a positive bounce on KuCoin, KCS token, which I imagine was probably manipulated by KuCoin, right? They're the 5th largest spot exchange by volume. Now, if you just have a bunch of flow of KCS being bought, even if it's by KuCoin, people go and chase the green candles and it goes up, right? So right now, just having news of the Shiba swap usually results in the opposite of what you'd think. You'd think it would be a good catalyst to the upside, but it's usually only like that about 70 to 80% of the time. Or sorry, 20% of the time, and 70 to 80% of the time it does exactly the opposite, which would be a crash. Dogecoin, buy the rumor, sell the news, is the exact thing. And you know, you guys who were following me back then, I said, hey, this is a lot of money for Dogecoin. Like, if you are buying in right now, you're absolutely crazy. And I was like, and if you haven't taken profits on Dogecoin you bought at a penny, you're also crazy, right? But you know, hindsight is 2020. And did I know when it was going to do it? I just knew that I wasn't comfortable buying Dogecoin at those prices. And I said, I think I have 1,000 Doge left, when I used to own almost 1 million a year ago. But of course, I've been selling out of it every wave. So yeah, looking here at the Bollinger Bands, you know, we are bouncing and this is getting tighter and tighter. But the more we back out, you can see it's gotten even tighter in other areas before movement. So we got here and moved to the upside. Let's find another really, really tight spot right here. And then you can see these big bubbles afterwards. Got tight, boom, tight. So if we look over here, you know, something is most likely going to happen in this next day or two. Like I said, it may not be positive, but some sort of price action is most likely to change. 5 to 6%, I bet, which would be a what, $5,000 to $6,000 move. I guess it'd be about a $2,000 move. Sorry, we're only at like 36K. But so like right now, it's gonna be tough to try to make a trade or any type of prediction. And now anybody who gets it right was guessing. I really, and you know, you could ask them, well, I saw this, I saw this, I saw this, so theirs leaned one way or the other. We're all guessing, guys, right? So let's see. But back, sorry, Bacon. But back to your question, the reason why Sheeb's not moving is the news that was put up only affects a small amount of the actual holders, if that makes sense. Because there's just not enough people who are going to use Shiba Swap and let's see. And I haven't even seen if the website is actually working, you know. Okay, so we got website that's working. And let me just catch up on chat real quick. I'm just not good at trading, but I'm very good at the HODL. Yeah, things like ADA, Engine, Matic, all 3 of them really good. If I had to put one of those 3 at the bottom of my list, I would just put Matic. And not because I don't like it. I think layer 2 and all these other things are wonderful. I just worry about if ETH 2.0 does really well and things like Cardano do very well with staking and proof of stake and all that, it's going to really diminish how much these layer 2s are going to be worth, right? Now, things like Matic and all that also offer a lot of other services on top of their layer 2 solution, right? So things like that can still definitely have longevity and work in the long run. That's just a risk, right? Because in a sense, if ETH 2.0 makes it there, it is 2.0. It doesn't need a layer 2 solution for most things. Of course, some things may not work or be active, but it's still very, very likely that we could see some issues with the combination of the two, because now you've got two things doing the same thing, right? So which ones does it better? So we'll have to just see on that. The classic Twitch troll move. Man, you should, like, the comments on YouTube are 10 times worse. And this is the reason why I started streaming on Twitch instead of YouTube. And, you know, I get requests that I should do the co-stream just like BitBoy, but the problem is it's hard to focus on one or the other. And the YouTube stuff is just constant fucking bombardment with shit, you know? Hey, thanks, Miss Elliott. I do appreciate all the follows. You are awesome. In general, my bear bull. So I am very, very bullish, but I am bullish because of a couple different reasons, and these reasons are part of my long-term strategy. And until they are invalidated, I am going to stay this way. And the problem with them being invalidated is it won't. Only time is going to be the thing that actually shows my invalidation. So I'm going to think we're bullish until about September, and then no matter what. Where the hell's my other Bitcoin chart? Sometimes this thing never pulls them up on the side. Here we go. But yeah, I am bullish, and it just comes down to the fact, and this is the chart that I've been following for a while. Some people like it, some people don't, but I think it's the easiest depiction of all the cycles and everything put together, because we have here the bull run start from the halving to the end of the halving. So here's the start of the halving to the end of the till the end of the cycle. Sorry, this is peak high, start of the halving this year, and we're moving. And if we hit peak high, that means we had a cycle similar to 2013, and that is the end after 371 days. And you know, if we look at, like BitBoy brought up the timer for the halving, if we take a look at that, we can see that, you know, when the next halving is going to be, and these have been generally prolonged very slowly. You know, this top was right here in November. This top was actually at the end of December. So, you know, if we were just continuing simple 1 plus 2, we would just have a plus 3 here, right? You know, whatever kind of math you want to use, that means we would probably end around January, February, if we use this theory. And I really like this theory because there's a lot of other things that line up. The price we reached in May of 2013 was $150. That price became the floor during all of 2013 to 2017. The price we reached in May on 2017 was $3,400. That was the low we reached when we bottomed out in the bear market. We had a big pump, and the Corona dump didn't even take us that far low, and it was a true bottom. So, you know, again, with the simple 1 plus 2 plus 3, we now have the price we reached is $65,000 in May. Why would it not, based off of stock to flow and other things, not be the floor in the next one, right? You know, anything can happen. We're getting high up in price, inflation, economics on a global scale, anything you want to throw into it. But if we just keep it simple, this price action has followed this, right? The thing that would make this invalidated is if by this point we are not above this line, right? So, you know, for me, it's just time, because these cycles have been very good at like helping us predict, you know, where things are going, where the time is, how long cycles work. Like if we go to Bitcoin dominance, you know, we were able to find out that, hey, it's probably likely that we're going to have a alt season soon. And the reason why is because we had this big ass head and shoulders pattern forming on the Bitcoin dominance, and then we fell through this line. So from here on out, I was selling out of Bitcoin purely because Bitcoin dominance was dropping, and it had already pumped up so much. And for me, this was at like the $40,000 area. I definitely did not sell the top, but when you buy in at 8 to 9,000 and it's at 30K and you 3 extra money, I was happy with that. So You know, looking at where we're at now, I'm very bullish. I think long term, you know, even if I have to wait right here, even if it takes years, I'm willing to wait, because what's a better answer than crypto? You know, I am not the biggest fan of Bitcoin as a whole. Like I said, I think it has a lot of issues that need to be fixed. But does it work as a store of value? Yeah. Does it work for distributing decentralization? Yeah, as long as somebody doesn't own more than 51% of it. You know, but then there's this whole list of other cryptos that can do the same thing, but are more focused on one little thing. So, you know, why get the multi-tool that does everything when you can have three things that work in sync together that are all focused on a certain matter, like say store of value, settlement, payment, you know, whatever route you want to actually take. So to add on to that, Ruckus, just for the, or sorry, Miss Elliott, thoughts on end of year price on ADA? For ADA, let me go and throw up the chart. I am definitely more on I could say a little bit more bearish on ADA. The only reason why is we don't have a product. Okay, and a lot of people don't care about that because this is a speculation market. But without a working product yet, I'm a little hesitant to buy in now. Okay, I bought in down at like 10 cents. So I was in this area. I guess it was November I bought. So yeah, right before Christmas. So, you know, I've been in since here, and I actually sold out about half probably here, because once we tested this a third time, I was just getting worried, right? And I thought I was a genius when I sold out half here. And I should have bought in more, but unfortunately I was waiting for some kind of test down at like the 70 to 80s. We didn't get it, so I never did buy back in, but I still have my initial 50% that I had that I put in to carry. Again, thought about selling here, but when we had broken up above like this, the golden pocket and all that, I thought we would hit one full extension to the 1618. So I was thinking $3. My high for this one is going to be roughly $4 to $5. Now, if we hit a true euphoria stage at the end of this one, could we see $10? You damn right we could, because typically these things will actually do a full Fibonacci extension, and that's up between the 3 and 4 here. So the 4236 and the 3618. You know, almost guaranteed we get to the 2, right? So the 2 is where I'm like, okay, $3 to $4. This is where I'm comfortable. You know, this is where the next set of people who have a little more risk, and then of course us moon boys, you know, like how I am for XRP and things. You know, that puts us up at the higher range. But my target is just $5. It's a big psychological level, and you have to remember, Cardano came from a penny to, oh shit, that's a negative penny. Let's see. So like here, up to $10. Let's just go $7. You know, that's a 37,000% increase. I'm not saying that's not possible, but you know, I think it's definitely more likely that we just get a overall, you know, 12,000, you know, just 12,000% increase over this cycle. So I definitely think Cardano's a good buy, because Charles Hodgkinson's, you know, he has a good team. You know what I mean? He's very active and engaging, and either he's the biggest snake oil con man out there, or he's actually genuine about what he's doing and wanting to change this. And you know, when I hear him attack things like Dogecoin and stuff, he's very passionate, very adamant. Like, you can tell he loves what he's doing, right? And I hope I'm not, you know, catering to someone who's lying, but you know, he seems genuine and fucking smart guy. I mean, he helped create Ethereum. A lot of people forget that he is part of one of the real group of people who created Ethereum, which, you know, is why he always hates when he sees Ethereum Classic get hacked and shit, because like he uses that as his failures to bring new tech and new security. Thanks, Maple. That's my friend's dog. So definitely very bullish on ADA. So, you know, like right now, 1.4 to 5, you know, I'm looking at like maybe a 3 to 4x, you know, as versus like XRP and maybe other coins like Engine, where I'm thinking $10 to $15. So, you know, I still have a 7 to 8x capabilities from where we currently are. So it's not that I'm gonna, you know, dump out my ADA. I honestly may just hang on to this 50% and just not touch it, only because I'm actively trading other things at the moment. But definitely like it. You know, Bitcoin is my, you know, like, it's like my safety net. It's like what I'm gonna use when I don't feel like using USDT or something else. Like Bitcoin, I know that it's going to be between this value and this. It's going to be between $5,000 and $150,000. I'm okay with that. you know, and then I have Ethereum just for doing certain things. You know, like some of my friends have done things with NFTs and all that. So I keep Ethereum to cover gas fees and all that. But most of the other trading I do is only through XRP because it's super fucking fast. And you know, like I send money to the Philippines, South Africa, all this with XRP instantly, no transfer fee. And you know, I absolutely love that I can do that. And just that one thing alone is what makes me like XRP very, very, very much. CryptoVet, can I get your personal opinion on cryptocurrencies end of year, please? I said my thesis is that we are going to see either more sideways or slightly lower over the next month. And when we break above 65,000, that's when things are going to get crazy. Because if we get rejected at 65,000, I would definitely say it's a double top no matter where we are back here, and that we're going to come down. Now, if we break through 65, I think it's just going to be an absolute free-for-all to see who can get it at that point. Because then they're going to look at they're going to go on Google and go, what's this? Bitcoin went down and then it crashed again, but now it's going crazy. I can't miss it this time. And, you know, that's where we're going to have that euphoria. Now, will we hit this peak of 500,000? No, I think that's a stretch. But realistically, I think we will see a wick or something in the upside close to 250,000 on Bitcoin if the economy and money printing is still doing the things that they're doing, which it doesn't look like they're going to stop. So, you know, my end of year, you know, I would definitely say that by this point, if you're in profit and stuff, make sure you take your money and run. Just a doctor/idiot, not financial advice. But if you get to that point, you know, please take your money and run, right? You can invest again, you know, you can buy in at other times, but definitely don't, you know, buy somewhere in here and then ride that bitch. Like, because this is what those people did. They bought in at 20 and it took them 3.5 years to get into profit. How many of them do you think held? You know, probably not very many. So, still undecided on Theta. And, oh yeah, basic attention token, I think was that working with the, not Opera browser, but the other one. But I said I traded that 6 months ago, made a huge thing on it, cashed out, and moved to the next one. But, you know, I said nothing but good things, because, you know, even when I invest in some of these projects, I like to at least believe in them to an extent, right? So, like, don't get me wrong, I've put some money into things like SafeMoon and that, but I've made my money back. Those were simple day trades. I bought in during the hype, and I sold an hour later. And, you know, the SafeMoon was actually one of my bigger I still don't like saying shit coins because I don't want to offend anybody. If you believe in a project, believe in it, right? So I'm not going to call it that. But like I said, you can make money anywhere, anyhow, as long as you stick to your plan and you know what you're doing. So like I said, I don't like to hate on them. Although they are, in a sense, kind of clouding up the space. Odysee, I actually have an Odysee account, and my stuff is on Odysee. I don't have very much because it's just copy and paste from my YouTube videos. But it seems like a cool platform. Like, if you guys want me to go through what it looks like on the influencer side or creator side, you know, it's, I guess it's still confirming one of my videos. But this is all on the blockchain, and I use this currency here to post and advertise. So, like, right now, I can spend this much of it, and I can say boost content. So currently, something's being boosted. But yeah, so like it seems really cool, very, very similar to Theta. I don't know how they're doing as far as governance, if there's another token besides this LCRY, I think is what it's called. So I said I'm still testing it. I've been using it for about a month, I would say. Something like that, June 21st. Oh, but it actually queried all of my YouTube videos are now on here because it uploaded them for me. So it was pretty cool. If I quit my job and mod your shit, mod on your YouTube, hey, Bacon, I said maybe soon I might be able to offer you money for that, you know? Yes, I have been in the OMG army for a long time. No, they said I've been tracking XRP in the lawsuit and all of that, you know, very closely. There's a couple things, you know, especially like what Ben was saying, like he's definitely not wrong. He is the first of, you know, in the sense, I would say the main crypto YouTubers to talk about it. But man, if you start going into the XRP like community and deep into the influencers who talk nothing about XRP, you can really get some crazy conspiracies. You can get some really over the top individuals, you know, but I am, you know, very, very dedicated to XRP because like I see a problem that Bitcoin has and I see a solution. And you know, there was so much misconception and hate towards XRP when I started looking more into it, that I was just like, man, every time I hear a lot of shit about something, I usually make money off of it. So I started looking more, and then the more I did research on it, a lot of the misconceptions that I even thought about it, I actually put into detail. You know, like I said, the biggest thing that most people don't understand is not even anything specific with XRP, it's just the difference between payment and settlement. A payment is anything me and you do, right? So we go up to a store with our Visa card, we pay for that bread, they go, you're good, and you leave, right? You just paid through Visa. Now Visa handles the settlement of the payment. They take the money from your account and then they send it to the person you bought it from, and then they take a fee, right? That settlement part is the part that XRP is trying to eliminate, right? If there is now something that everybody agrees on for settlement, you can take it, use it. Say you have the Chinese dollar and you want to pay me in US dollar, $1 million. Well, you buy $1 million worth of XRP, send it to me as $1 million worth of XRP. I convert that instantly to my current currency or whatever. The fees are super small and it's very fast. And you know, that was something that really was attractive to me because I've spent so much money sending things to the Philippines, Mexico, you know, where it cost me $15 to $20 to use Western fucking Union and MoneyGram, and it turns out MoneyGram has been using XRP in the background for years, and that was how they were able to offer free money to Brazil during COVID. It's not because they were being generous, no, it's because it cost them so little to begin with, and they were already using XRP for settlement to Brazil and Mexico through multiple corridors set up by Santander Bank, SBI Global, and you know, like all these huge things, and you know, like, but nobody ever hears about that. It's kind of like I got caught off guard when Aaron at Altcoin Daily was like, what banks are using XRP? And I was like, which ones aren't? You know, the banks don't do the settlement. You know, the settlement companies do the settlement, and half of them use XRP. You know, so, you know, Bank of America is linked to Ripple and the fintech company. So this is just my feelings. If you guys hate XRP, man, you just hate it. Call me an idiot. Don't really care. But I like XRP, and when XRP blows its load here and I make another 100 grand on stream, you know, that's just me, right? You didn't have to follow me. You don't have to do any of that. But I've been doing this now, you know, and being very successful. And my goal is to teach you what I'm doing, you know, and hopefully you can get your own information and make your own analysis and do it yourself, right? You don't want to be spoon-fed and hand-walked everywhere, right? So yeah, any questions you have on XRP, I can go into great detail. I would marry it. So that's part. She's in the relationship too. You know, I get her on the weekends. XRP, Brave browser. That's the one. Brave browser. Yeah. But yeah, the marketing thing is very good. Got to hodl, that's for sure. Sorry guys, I'm a little backed up on the chat. Let me just catch up. And my girlfriend's over. Oh, sorry, my fiance is banning motherfuckers over here. She laying down the ban hammer. Hey, thanks, Miss Elliott. I'm sure she would appreciate that. You're gonna get on and be my best mod, dude. Hey, but if it goes up, yeah, dude. Well, the second I can fly to South Africa. Well, actually, this is a good question for Ruckus and Miss Elliott. Oh, and Garth, I'm gonna send you an email back right now. And just short picture, Garth. We're gonna do it. We're gonna figure out something. All right, Garth. So I got a couple ideas. I want to run them by you. So I will get back to your email here very shortly. But Ruckus and Miss Elliott, have you guys noticed anybody like talking about this coin called? It's some kind of crypto backed by gold in South Africa. What are those guys? I despise these guys, to be honest, so I hope they're not watching right now because I don't like to talk shit about anybody. But I think they're called the Run Guys or something. It's a YouTube channel, and they promote... One, they use XRP as like their clickbait 24/7 when it's not Shiba. God damn, they've got a boner for Shiba right now. Holy shit. But no, they talk about some kind of coin that's backed by gold, and that company reached out to me and offered to fly me to South Africa to look at their mines. but they want me to promote their coin. So I'm kind of like, I don't really know. Hey, Pete,
Hey,
thanks
what's
for the
going
lurk,
up, Bull Runners? Aaron AJ Crosby here with runguys.com, and we're kicking off this video with a giveaway. We're giving away $100, and all you've got to do is
Yeah.
give
So
the
Big
like
Boy
button,
was
smash.
definitely when he came out. Like I said, I've talked to Ben many times, and like I said, he's super humble. And like when he's wrong, if he thinks he's wrong or sees something that changes his perspective, he admits it. You know, like if I'm wrong about XRP, guys, I'm gonna tell you guys I'm really sorry. All the knowledge that I had to this point led me to believe that this was indeed this way, you know, and if I'm an idiot and I'm wrong, is that I'm gonna just tell you that I'm wrong, you know. I don't want to have to cover up a lie and be like so defensive about it the rest of my life. That'd be a pain in the ass. GSX, that's the one. See, but honestly, like, I kind of want to show the email that they sent me, but I don't want to step on anybody's toes here, except I'm trying not to start any shit. But yeah, GSX, that company like reached out to me and offered me.
Okay, so
it was a lot of money, but I just like, why are you offering me so much money? You know.
And as you can see, I was actually
I don't know if they wanted me to talk about it on some of the things like ATB or that, but like I mean, I would never bring that up on there. That's not the question asked, you know.
Yes. Once again, guys. Once again.
Just in case it's legit. That's the thing, Ruckus. Like I said, everything looks good about it,
was predicting
except for the two people who are in charge of it. You know, like I looked them up, and they've been in other
which is nice to see. This is a good move to see.
Phishing and pyramid schemes.
Market.
One of them is supposedly linked to what's called MTI in
if we do in one day in
South Africa, which was
a good
something Trading Incorporated, but they, you know, of course, said, we'll pull all of our money, we use our bot, we'll trade, we'll give you this ridiculous percentage, right? Well, that guy like ran off, and they can't be found, but the people who did the GSX supposedly have ties to that guy. So that right there just made me go, because a lot of people I know lost money with MTI.
What you can
and it was definitely something that I didn't endorse, but you know, like if you're willing to take the risk, you know, like
above all of the previous closes, right? Now let me just make sure.
GSX was definitely one that I was a little iffy on. The more I look into it, the more unknown I get from it. The more I really have no idea if it is real or not, because it's in an area that I can't, you know, verify. You know, I've been to South Africa and Africa several times, but like the area that they are located in is nowhere near where the mines are, because they're in Pretoria over there by Johannesburg area. And their mines are not all in South Africa. Some of them are in Zambia and things like that. And been to those places, don't feel like going back and getting shot at again. So, you know, it's just like, I don't know how they're actually realistically doing this. It just feels like a tether thing to me. Like, you know, like, hey, I can make this coin because somewhere over here I got some shit that makes it worth something. I don't know if that's enough for me, right? But Tether again, no matter, like, we watched a crazy thing on Twitter yesterday, or Tether yesterday. We probably shouldn't go to my history, it's gonna get rough. Where was it at? But I'm just gonna pull it up so you guys can look at it if you wanted to. Oh yeah, I was trying to find one of the BitBoy episodes. Where the hell did I put it? His name's CoffeeZilla. But CoffeeZilla did a huge thing on Tether, as well as the FaZe guys who did the Save the Kids coin. But if you look up this guy with the massive Tether scam and this other thing, very interesting. Very interesting. Where to buy? Bacon, if you go to... I'm trying to think of what the guy's name is. There's a couple people you can put a code in and, you know, get like a little extra, so that way if you are buying Bacon, you might as well get like a little bit of their free coins, you know. So that was the other thing that really worried me, is they were going to give me, on top of money, they were going to give me a large supply of their currency that I could use to give out in giveaways. Like, that just sounds so fucking scammy to me. So I don't know, I'm not touching it. Not touching it since I actually talked about it now, right? So I do not own any of GSX. That way I can offer you a good opinion, both good and bad, to hopefully make your decision better. And then, oh sorry, I was pulling this up for you. So current markets is Bitmart for GSX. that I can find. And again, Fleeb, thank you for the lurk. Yeah, exactly, Ruckus. To money to Venezuela and all these places, like, there's just, it's the easiest way to send money through is crypto, right? Especially if you have a way that you can cash it out on your end. Bacon, would it blow your mind if I told you I already have that exact license?
What?
Because whenever I went to Africa, I did private security, so of course I brought my own rifle and pistols with me. Oh, is there a video talking? I'm sorry. Oh, okay.
Come on.
Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up on the chat because it's just me and Melody, and she's taking care of our friend's dog right now. So she's usually my mod and like goes, "Hey, idiot, answer that fucking question." But right now she's been bouncing around. Apollo FinTech or something like that. Yeah, I'm seeing that Bitmark has GSX, so now it's one coin against another coin that's iffy. This is just all made up money here. We're trading one made up money for another made up money. That's cool. Have I heard of Darrow? Oh, background video is a little too loud. I'm turning.
No, that's a lot.
Let me see what's playing. Something's playing. What is playing? I don't have any charts up. Oh, it's Ruckus's stream. It's because I had his Twitch up.
Oh.
It was playing one of his videos in the background. That's support right there. Okay. I didn't even hear the background video. I'm sorry about that. Hell yeah. There's just been another scam where the KG brothers, even after MTI, oh my god. Well, yeah, Garth, those guys there supposedly were linked to the GSX guys. You know, like maybe they were like, hey, you do that one, I'll do this one, we'll see which makes more money. Yeah, the Call of Duty. It was auto hosting. That was it, exactly. Auto hosting. But I said Darrow. Let's find out what Darrow is. Never heard of Darrow. Is this the right Darrow? Darrow's up. Let's just get a brief synopsis. First crypto project to combine proof of work. Transactions with a 27 average block time. Wide variety uses. Anonymous. It sounds really good. I see big problems with things like this. You know, it's the only reason I don't like Monero. Well, it's not that I don't like Monero. I like Monero. I like Monero. I like Zcash for this exact reason. The problem with it is, how are you going to get that adopted? Governments already don't like that their currency that makes them wealthy as a government is now being replaced by something they can't create. You know, then when we get to the next level, they're definitely going to want to at least be able to keep track of it, right? So this is just makes it a roadblock. However, it can be a huge incentive for people to buy it, causing big pumps like this. I don't know if I can actually pull up a trading view chart on this one because it's so new. Well, not new, but nope, there it is. Yeah, let's look at it against Bitcoin. To tell you about it? Oh man, it's a lot of stories for another time, man. Yeah, for sure. We can talk over Discord while we're getting killed in Call of Duty. But no, I did that for from the time I was 17 until a couple years ago when I finally stopped. And I've been all over Africa, China, well, parts of China that I was allowed to, India, and then I did a lot of stuff in South America. And then when I worked for the USDA and things like that, I had gone to Brazil for not USDA stuff, but other things. So Darrow. So whenever I see a new chart like this, we have to consider, like, what do we know, right? It's like, so 10 minutes ago, I didn't even know what Darrow was, right? Well, now we know a little bit more about Darrow. Darrow is supposed to be a scaling solution for Bitcoin to offer fast, anonymous transactions, help reduce friction by increasing efficiency of the network, right? That's wonderful. It says it's doing that by offering an algorithm that others haven't done. That could be good, it could not be good, right? There's things like Flare Network, Wan Chain, and all these other things that are offering very similar things, but just because their code works in a different way doesn't necessarily mean that this one is better or the other one is better. So this is where learning exactly how their code is different would make a difference. So to do that, we got to dive a little bit deeper. So now we're on Darrow's website. Let's see what they think. Darrow is crypto project, proof of work. So that would be Bitcoin with a, I'll have to look up what the DAG one is. Let's see. Because there's like the BSA, the BGA, Byzantine General Agreement. Which one is DAG? That might just be a new one and I don't even know. Let's see. Damn, this shit's bright. Directed acyclic graph. Amber alert. Oh, so it's actually a lot more similar to XRP than it is to Bitcoin. Because Darrow here is a decentralized ledger technology. So, and most likely, in my opinion, I'll do more research, but if it's a distributed ledger technology, the goal of that is, think of, Bitcoin has all these computers, and if more than 51% agree, they can change everything that all the other computers say. XRP, for example, if XRP's network was to get hacked or anything, nothing gets lost. The network halts. It stops until there's an agreement for how the next set of transactions need to be laid out, right? Because its efficiency is based off of not validating, but like sequencing or ordering which transactions need to go next. The next set of it is agreement. So if we have all these people in a room, there's 10 people, and I say, if 9 people go through that door, I'll give each of you $1. If 9 of them go through that door and the 10th one stays, does whatever, we move to the next room. That's consensus amongst all of those 9 people because they all went to the next one. Each room, in a sense, is what I call like a validator, the trusted UNL or validators on the node that are sequencing or putting in order these transactions. As long as everybody agrees, the network can just keep moving. Nice and fucking good. Easy peasy, fast, efficient. You get this. As long as everybody agrees that these transactions are the same. The second it stops, we have to meet it by a certain amount. And if not enough do it, it just stops. So nobody's funds and things are lost. And this is how XRP was able to achieve these fast transaction speeds as well as very low cost. Right, but this requires a lot different math in a sense to make it work. It's saying that the directed acyclic graph that Darrow uses is another type of distributed ledger technology. Probably doesn't work exactly the same as XRP, but that model and structure works. Same thing with Stellar. Flare Network uses a modified version of an XRP distributed ledger technology. So Darrow could definitely be a very good way to mix into Bitcoin, right? Because if you can take all the pros from a fast crypto like XRP and then you can make it work with something like Bitcoin that a lot of people have, could definitely be a very, very good buy. And then from a technical aspect, we take a look at this and we just have to go, what do we got? I always start and look at the whole damn chart. If we look at the whole damn chart, we can see that wherever we started, we came up, down, and we have been riding this since, back in 2019, we've just been staying here. So if we did just a simple, fib retracement from top to bottom, let's see where we're at right now. It shows that we're kind of getting rejected on the 382. So the next thing is, well, where do we think we're going from here? You can take fundamentals or you can take technical analysis and you can blend them together. From a fundamental analysis, this is potentially solving a problem on Bitcoin that is a big problem on Bitcoin, right? That's a huge plus. Next, we have to find out, well, when is it going to drop? Is it already out? You know, like if we go to the white paper and look now to further see how it's doing, you know, like what is their timeline? You know, that this is where I would go from here, really just dive in to see what's next. And, you know, we know where we can get it. If we head to markets on here, we can get it at KuCoin, Hotbit, and on several other exchanges. And, you know, looking at just the KuCoin here, I'm not signed in at the moment, but you can see it's currently trading for 0.0002. What do you call it? Is this the right chart? Yeah, Darrow to BTC. That's how much per Darrow. Let's see just in US dollars so we can... Thought I clicked the US dollar. No, I didn't. Just to give us an idea of what it's worth. So it's roughly worth about $7 a coin. Here on the short term, you can see here on the daily, we could be forming either a descending triangle that would break to the downside. Wait, did I end up having... I did have a chart. And we'll zoom this into like the dailies to get that same view. You know, there's a couple of things we could have here. We could have this little falling wedge. And if we break above this, we could see a full extension move. So there are lots of different ways we can measure how this goes. But if you believe in the project, anything you buy now, I say is a good buy. Because I don't think this bull runs over. It's only going to finish off here at the end. Private security, Bacon. That's right. Hey, Sworn, what's going on, man? Sorry it took me a minute. Once I start talking, there's no shutting this idiot up. Darrow sounds... You've seen a lot of videos on it. This is the first time I've ever even heard of it. You know, and I said I'm pretty in depth on the DeFi sector. You know, I do a lot of research, but I do way more research than I do investing in DeFi. Now, he said, you know, like I definitely have lots of exposure buying lots of different things. Some made money, like some haven't, but you know, like I've gone through tons of different coins. I just, you know, only talk about them on stream, and I don't really like to make the YouTube videos about it because like I don't want people to just go, hey, even this guy said go buy it, like because it comes with it. Like on stream, I will buy it and sell it on stream or Discord stream, wherever I'm at. That way, you know, like it's the same plan across the board because, you know, communication can take a minute, 2, 3. Now, if 2 hours have passed, well, now maybe the opportunity to buy was only 2 hours ago. And now's the opportunity to sell, right? So, and that's why I just don't like promoting, you know, none of the cryptos that don't have at least 5 to 10 people behind them that have been working on this for 4 or 5 years. You know, that's just kind of where my risk level goes on what I promote. But as far as my risk level is just gambling in the crypto casino, oh yeah, I still take a lot of risks just for funsies because I know my HODL portfolio's got my back. And thank you for the alert, Darth Swarm. Thank you. I will have an amazing stream. Will. But yeah, Darrow's definitely looking like something that could be there. You know, the distributed ledger technology is what achieves how 51% hash rate attacks are immune. You know, XRP and other distributed ledger technologies, you know, they offer that ability to, you know, not have loss of funds. However, they do have cease of network, right? But I would much rather have the network just not work for a little bit than have all my money relocated to a different wallet address or my key be, you know, taken away or burned, something like that. So, you know, overall, I'm very bullish on crypto in the long run. You know, like I definitely think that this is, you know, just a little setback, and it's not going to affect us much in the next couple months. Any altcoin gems? Man, I wanted to talk about it on ATB so bad, but I still think Cum Rocket crypto is not done, and I know old blockchain boy hates it. I can't pull up like the full website here. I just go to Pornhub for that. But, you know, I've gone on to the actual exchange because I do have some cummies. I'm purely doing this because it is a shock factor. People You know, this was put on what's his name's show, Bill Maher, that idiot. Yeah, Bill Maher talked. All he had to do was mention it. He's on HBO. Millions of people heard of Cumrocket, and if you think about just TA as a whole, and don't even look about the project, you know, it has found a floor here now multiple times, and it's already at a low price. We go to the amount of holders. You know, there's 132,000 people that hold this crypto. If we go to CoinMarketCap, you know, and this is purely on, you know, I don't know if they're going to succeed. You know, has the team done some things? Does the product work? Yes, yes, and yes. But in reality of it, look at how many people, you know, like of all the cryptos, the 10,000, you know, it's number 439. There's 57,000 people watching it. You know, there's a lot of exposure for it. And I can just guarantee you, if everything else starts running, it's going to run again. And it's only 3 cents. It's only 3 cents. It's easy to get on BNB if you're on the, you know, if you got MetaMask and you go through all this bullshit here. Like, what do I have left? Yeah, I still have 35,000 cummies left. And I think I invested less than $500 and I've made $10,000 or $20,000 off of this fucking thing. You know, like if this goes to zero, I could care less. This is literally the only altcoin that I have hodled. Like the Bonfire, Safe Moons, all of those are just, you know, the kickback fees for, you know, you hold, we'll send it to your address, right? You know, why are they doing this many incentivized things, right? So I definitely think this is going to pull another just boom, and it's just going to hit you out of nowhere, just kind of like XRP does. That's definitely one of the ones that's a gem for me because it already works in my strategy, right? I've already made money, so anything I carry on is pure profit. But besides, other than that, I still think that KuCoin is more than ready. And, you know, I told people right here when it was like $11, I was like, man, this is the best time to buy. And I was wrong. It went down. And then, you know, now I look smart, right? Like, but the thing that changed, whether I was smart or dumb, was how much time there was. So you want to make yourself look smart, just keep increasing your time and keep holding, and you'll look smart no matter what. You know, if we look over at KuCoin, though, let's head to this bitch. Where's it at? KCS. You know, this is the same stuff I mentioned a long time ago, and this was the pattern when I said it was a good time to buy. It was right down here. And it was only because we had 1, 2, 3. You know, I was like, if we enter in any longs, like if you're actually leverage trading, I was like, you got to keep your stop loss tight. I was like, but if you're just accumulating, now is a good time because there's a high chance we'll go up. Continuation, right? Well, Bitcoin took a dick shit on us and down we went. But now, boom, in one day, look at where we're at. Struggling on the golden pocket. Target of this breakout's up to $18. Which then at this point, yeah, we could just make this a big ass triangle like this, right? And then we either go up or go down. But this is another gem that I think is good because look at how expensive BNB is. Look where it got to. You know, BNB right now is actually breaking out. So BNB breaks out. You have projects like this guy here, who's on BNB. You know, we could see all of the projects, the BNB coins or whatever you want to call them, start to just blow up because BNB is now worth more, right? Look at the liquidity pool here on the left side. There is $711,000 worth of BNB locked into PancakeSwap 1 V1, another $500,000 in 2, and then there's I guess only about $1,000 of the Binance USD. But you know, overall, there's a lot of money, and if BNB breaks out and does something crazy like go up to this, where's that at? You know, that's $583. We are looking at a 80% change from where we're at now. So Binance coin could be a good buy right now. We could have, where did I put the KCS? Not this one. Sorry, I gotta clean up some of my charts. There it is. So we have BNB. What's that? Dogs running around. KCS. There it is. Oh gosh. So, you know, like we could have KCS going up another $3 or $4, but that's not the real move, though. You know, the actual move from this, if you really wanted to go, much further is we could have this as far as $25, $26 as the new high, which lines up with the 1.414. And this is where we'd want to build some support. But if we look at KuCoin, let's just take a look here. There's 170 million in supply, max supply. Let's go back here. Let's go to BNB. Same exact structure of how Binance Coin did it. Same way that Binance Coin did it, KuCoin did it as well. And KuCoin is also, they have KuCoin Smart Chain, the KCC, KuCoin Community Chain. Oh, can't reach the page. That's not looking good for you, KuCoin. But I was going to try to find that, like their testnet is live and they plan on going live here soon. I'm not sure if they implemented a token burn or something as to why the price for KCS shot up immediately. But, to me, this seems like a decent buy. Oh, Garth, I forgot to say, they actually emailed me today or yesterday, and they're going to try to have me back towards the end of the month. I just know that they have a lot of stuff going on, so. But yeah, blow them up. You guys want to see me on there argue with Aaron and all them? Like, let me know. The last 2 times I was on, the stream ended one time, and then the other time they just wouldn't let me talk. Every time I tried to talk, somebody'd interrupt, and I was trying not to be a dickhead about it. That kind of publicity can't be bought. Yeah, it's crazy. A coin with huge gains that you are embarrassed to own. My biggest one would be SafeMoon. Literally every coin you see on here, I have made money on. Oh, I guess I never sold my LonelyFans. I wonder if that one actually made money. LonelyFans was a competitor to CumRocket. And I had extra BNB at the time. Okay, so good thing I didn't pull this up on the website. Oh, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so this is that other one. And, they're very pushing that this is like charity and other things. And that also just makes me go, I don't fucking believe you. But I don't even know what this one's worth. I'm scared to click on anything. Sometimes I can't even click on my Twitter because I follow some of the CumRocket people, and 2 of them are the CumRocket girls, and they used to just post, like come to CumRocket, things like that. Well, now I'm just getting slapped in the face with just like titties and shit. So I got to be careful on my Twitter. Hey man, if I get to call myself a CumRocket millionaire, you're going to see that CumRocket sticker on my car. I might put a sign out front. But, well, yeah, Garth, thanks again for, always reaching out. I do appreciate it. But, the people that they're having on there now, they have a much bigger audience. You got Blockchain Boy, you got Crypto Wendy, and who's the other one they always have? Oh, Crypto Jeb. And like I said, I love Crypto Jeb. I've watched him for years. If you guys have watched my YouTube channel, I've actually included him in all of my YouTube channels in the description, purely because I think he's really, really good at TA. Me and him don't always agree on everything, but what analyst is going to agree on everything? But he is, very, very smart, very down to earth, but his focus is definitely more on Bitcoin. That is what he's very versed at. I would say Crypto Jeb's knowledge of Bitcoin is equivalent to my knowledge on XRP. I know way more about XRP than I do about Cardano, but that doesn't mean I don't know about Cardano, Solana, and a lot of these other projects, right? Like I said, I definitely researched them all, but I researched to the point, do I feel like I want to further investigate? And then how big of a bag do I actually want to, throw into my HODL portfolio? But if we just go to my channel, I've always... Where's he at? Just any video, doesn't matter. I think I still have him in here. Yeah, I have him, and then Tyler S. Tyler S is another analyst that I've always liked. Always has some funny meme or jokes on there, so definitely go give him a follow too. I said, but I like spreading the word of all the different crypto people because it's all perspective, right? You have to see what I think, you have to see what BitBoy thinks, Crypto Face, you know, like, and everybody's just mixed up, right? Which is part of the reason why I've stuck to my guns, and I'm gonna be like this until something changes it, or I am wrong, and then I will admit that I'm wrong. The dump caught you off guard. Yep, I said VeChain is one that I'm really sad I had to sell. I got hit with a random bill for like my property taxes. Thought it was in my contract and being paid for by the escrow. Apparently it was not. So I just got hit with this like $15,000 set of like fees and things I had to pay up front. And of the stuff, I was so high in profit on VeChain that I used VeChain to actually make that purchase to not mess with all the other money. But I haven't bought back in yet because I haven't had enough capital to do it. Because I actually did buy every dip, and this damn dip keeps on dipping. So now I'm just in the wait mode. And so I'm in the same boat as a lot of people. You're trolling Aaron hard, dude, for real. Oh yeah, Blockchain Boy hates XRP. There was one video, he was like, what was that idiot that was on here before who talked about XRP? I'm pretty sure he was talking about me. That's fun. Everybody can call me an idiot. Oh, you were watching Wendy and Altcoin Daily? I definitely like Wendy more than I like the Altcoin Daily channel. And it's just because, you know, like they do have a big platform and influence, you know, when they attack certain, you know, groups, which is kind of why I'm not trying to call SafeMoon or any of them shitcoins, right? Do I think SafeMoon's project is the best? No, not really, because from what it does and what they plan on doing, it doesn't do anything different. The difference is, though, is how many people they've got to support them, right? So, you know, if you get enough people to do it, it may become a good project. So, you know, I don't want to call it what it is, what I see it as face value, because what if right now we didn't have Bitcoin and Bitcoin released on Binance Smart Chain? You know, people would be like, what the fuck is this Bitcoin scam bullshit? You know, it could have the same code as Bitcoin and people would call it bullshit. So it's just all about your perspective and how you look at things. Oh, I've heard of Crypto Casey and Crypto Crow. I don't watch them regularly. I usually just go off of recommended and then I try to find new people, but I'll definitely Crypto Casey and Crypto Crow. Crow and Casey. Oh yeah, I've watched Lark Davis. He definitely hates XRP. I saw the XRP community like completely took his shit on him. He had one video that said, don't buy XRP. And I didn't quite agree with this, but on Twitter, a lot of people were literally just retweeting his video, trying to get people to dislike it. I mean, the whole point of all this is everybody's supposed to be able to state their opinion. You know, everybody's supposed to be able to, you know, say what they think, you know, and then you as the watcher get to decide what you do and believe in, right? But just because you don't like what he had to say doesn't mean that you should be like boycotting to like go after this, right? So you know, there's going to be bad actors in every group, you know, whether it's XRP Army, the Link Marines, you know, I don't know what the Cardano fanboys are called. You know, like whatever. I guess I'm a cum boy because I like cum rocket, right? I mean, whatever you want to call me, you know. It's as long as you have evidence and you believe in it, and just don't let other people bring you down. You know, just keep doing your own research, and I'm gonna do my best to not talk shit about anybody. I mean, hell, me and Ben disagreed for the longest time about XRP, right? He did it. Me and TJ still disagree about XRP, you know, and I'm sure there's gonna be people for a long time that I'm gonna disagree with. But the best part about it is, like with ATB, is it's an intellectual debate. We get to talk about it. We get to state our points, right? Versus just calling each other names. But and that's it, you know. And that's sometimes we'll actually watch people on stream just because, you know, like we're trying to see what they have to say. And, you know, like Crypto is probably one of the favorite ones I like to watch for it because he's almost always bullish. So when you see a bearish video from him, it makes you start to think, okay, the second he starts to flip bearish, there's something that has made him do this because he doesn't do that many videos. So then I go, what scared him, because most of the time he doesn't actually put it in the video. I find something else in the background that's like actually scaring him. So, it's always helpful. There's Nolan's not in my stream right now. NGP, he's a good friend from Canada. He sometimes finds stuff in the charts that I don't, and he just started getting heavy into charts about 6 months to a year ago. Because I won't always catch everything, especially when I'm watching 50. Like this is one of 3 different full lists of charts that I use. This is the crypto one. I have a full stock one. I have a full other assets, which is a mix of like gold, silver, and some of the other cryptos. So like keeping track of all of this, trying to go to different news articles, posting in the Discord, so that it can be pretty tedious. So hopefully here, when like Bull's doing some stuff right now, but like when he gets back, he helps with the stream. I have my lovely fiance right here, just blocking people and helping me catch comments, because sometimes I'll be playing Call of Duty and things like that and just completely miss that somebody hopped into the stream with a crypto question besides the usual peeps who just come to hang out. So hey, we got Macelia in Canada. Where are you at in Canada? I know Regina, Winnipeg, because I've been to Winnipeg a bunch of times. And then I guess we have one from Vancouver. There's a guy from British Columbia. Was British Columbia the west side? Yeah, on the west side. I don't remember. I have to pull the map. Oh, hey, Ruckus, you should, I think it's... There you go. I have a bot set up for that. !learn. Introduction to TradingView and how to set up charts. This is what I'm trying to set up for, what do you call BitBoy and them, is so that way, because in Twitch you can have everything be much more interactive, and even with 10, 20,000 people actually messaging in there, they can still get what they need through slow mode, bots, and like links in the thing. And like I definitely think I can help them get that sorted out, because for bigger channels it's a lot easier than it is for smaller channels, because you get the actual tools as a partner. So if we can get them to partner pretty quick. My channel is not partner, I'm just an affiliate, but that's because I haven't focused this on crypto. I've only started recently to focus on crypto in the mornings, and then a mix of crypto and video games in the evening. So like my whole channel is getting a revamp. I have a graphic designer and a good friend who's also a very, very good programmer. So all of us and several others are working on a big project, as well as revamping my whole channel to keep it moving smoothly. West Coast, okay. Oh, it says I'd like to learn about oversold bounces though. Well, I mean, we can definitely talk about that just like right now really quick. If we, where was that chart? We'll just zoom into this one. Let's go to like the 4 hourly. So when we're thinking of anything oversold, we're using a specific indicator, and there's a lot of variations of this indicator, but we are looking at the relative strength indicator. And looking at it just on the 4 hour, we can see that the low down here at 30, we have a high here at 70. Anything above 70 is overbought. Anything below 30 is oversold. And when you are in the top area, typically you will be coming back down to the bottom. If you're in the bottom area, typically you'll move your way up to the top. And I think of the RSI as a big sine wave. It's just constantly moving, same distance up and down, and it's just cyclic, and it'll be like that forever. The thing that makes this difficult is in the middle of each sine wave, you can have little sine waves, right? And this is how you get towards what Elliott wave theory is when you think of chart analysis. And Elliott wave theory is that, you'll have impulse waves, you'll have correction waves, and that these impulse and correction waves will be all put together in bigger waves that can all be mapped out. So, to use that, for Elliott wave theory, you have to basically break it down from smallest to biggest. But in reality, it's much easier to break it down from a big layout. So looking at this here on the 4 hourly, we can see we're pretty neutral. We're at like, 54, 60. So we're kind of in anything can go territory. And looking at our chart, we have our line coming down, our line coming up. Sometime by 3 o'clock tomorrow, we will have decided whether we are above or below it. Now, even if we trade sideways right here, which is technically below the line, it can shoot up and go from there, which is why this breakout may not happen as quickly as people want it to. But when it does break out, we have things like the Bollinger Bands and all that definitely telling us that we're getting close to a explosive move, right? As these get tighter, we are going to eventually have some big wide areas here, and hopefully it's riding the waves to the upside. But back to the overbought or oversold, you have to make sure you use lots of different time frames. So now we are on the daily, and on the daily, where are we at right now? We're actually potentially finding resistance at the 50, signifying that we could make a break to the downside. Well, we can keep going. We can keep seeing how the RSI looks. So, what you were saying as far as RSI oversold bounces and things like that, what I look for is we have here the weekly on Bitcoin. You can see how we came all the way down, we came up, down, up. And you can see how much oversold we were during this last rally that we had. Well, if we zoom out, well, what has that looked like for Bitcoin previously? We'll hide all this shit. Back in 2017 is right here. This was the peak. And then it looks like for the next couple of months we were good, or sorry, the beginning as we were going up, you can see we had waves of the RSI going up. So, during this time, it's really hard to use any type of strict RSI TA to make you your decision. It has to be a supplemental. So back during this time right here, if you can just recognize this from the chart, bonus points to you. This is the Corona dump. This was back in March of 2020. We can see we had a huge spike of volume, the highest volume we had seen in Bitcoin since February of 2018 was on that day, and our RSI dropped to the bottom. Now, during this time, as I was getting money together and making sure everything was fine since I wouldn't be working, I started scaling into cryptos all during this time because of simply the fact that Bitcoin, anytime it was this oversold, did one thing. It went up. So, with us being here right now, can we still go down further? Of course, we can still come down. And let's say we drop to 20K, we'll most likely still not even get down to the 30. But the thing is, it doesn't have to get down to the 30 to mean like we've hit a bottom, right? Like you see here, it came down, went up. So, this full extension could come down to here, come all the way back up, and then bounce down during the bear market next year sometime and actually finally fulfill this bounce to the bottom. So I guess my whole point of bringing up the RSI and the oversold bounces and things like that is you need to take into consideration three things: your volume, where the RSI is at, and what other things are going on, right? Because if you're hitting towards a bottom and the price has been slowly going up or down, you could be having hidden divergences within the RSI compared to price action that may be signifying other things, reversals, whatever the case may be. As of right now, our price action is going down and our RSI is going down and it's flat. We have finally corrected, in my opinion, or come close to all the bullish divergence or bearish divergence that we had in Bitcoin previously. Like if we pull up just this one, and don't need to see the chart as much, but here on the daily, all of this here on Market Cipher, these red lines, this is when the RSI is not lining up with price action. So something interesting is if we go to the weekly, we can see that we had bearish divergence on the weekly back in January. We didn't know about it until February. And this actual indicator here is what got me to finally sell off the last bit of Bitcoin I had, which was higher, close to 50K, but it was such a small amount, it didn't really offset my sale price of the 39,000 that I did previously. But I was like, okay, we gotta correct now. Well, as we got closer to this dump here, when we were about right here, this wave, this white wave over here was like turning to the upside, and I was almost sold that we were going to actually go to the upside, even though I thought we needed to correct. But then we got the blood diamond and we actually went to the downside. But what we see now is the convergence at the bottom here and the trend potentially moving to the upside. The yellow, our volume weighted average price, is now back to 0. Now this could hit as a resistance and we come back down, but it could also move to the upside, causing our money flow index, which is the green, to trend up a little bit here. And this would be the best time to buy. Look what happened over here. If we go down, if we bought here, it went up a little bit. It still went down lower, but what happened after that? We found it, and then it's just been an uptrend from there. So if you like Market Cipher, this anywhere down here is a very good time to buy from what we know. And this is just the Bybit chart. Let me pull up Market Cipher on here so we have more data. And that's something I always try to remind people when you are charting, make sure you're charting the crypto on the exchange you would be trading it on, because there is some differences. Oh, I guess I got to end it down here. I'm looking for an X that doesn't exist. So, looking back, we'll throw this on auto, hide all that. Get rid of these Bollinger Bands, don't work on logarithmic. Oh, so you're in Alberta and Calgary? I've never been to Calgary. I'm gonna have to come visit. Me and Melody really want to come to go see Nolan in Regina, in like the Winnipeg area, just because we want to go up into the mountains and the lakes. But we're just gonna have to do a Canada tour. Go stop by, say hi to everybody. But yeah, so if we take a look at this ruckus, we have a mixture of like the RSI and many other indicators, right? So this actual blue and purple line here is a stochastic RSI. Just meaning that it is going to have, it's going to help us visualize these waves as far as what's happening, and it's typically going to act in a sense of an inverse to whatever the momentum flow is. Now, what can be seen is you have the momentum flow and the stochastic RSI kind of floating in sync, and that's usually when I start to see things top out. You see here we have the lines going up, matching the momentum waves, and then we came down. Now we have it as an inverse. And then once we got back down, we finally started to collect on the same page, right? But once it starts to line up perfectly, it almost flips again. So what we're seeing here now is this bottoming out, which is just really making me think that, this is the bottom. I mean, I may be called an idiot, but on this chart here, I said 30K was the floor, and I'm hoping the best for it to hold. So we're going to see what happens, right? And like I said, I definitely hope it goes up because, I want everybody to make money. It's not easy to watch your whole portfolio just get completely shit on. West is the best in Canada? Nice. Well, he lives like around that area. That's just the funny name that I always remember. When he was telling me like what places were close when I was looking for it. So I just say Regina and it makes me laugh. Dude, ruckus, anytime, man. So that's the whole goal of my channel, and it's almost kind of scary to think that like just being on BitBoy's show, like my channel, just the amount of things and how fast it grows is like I always want to be able to offer these hands-on and be able to answer questions. And I don't want you guys to have to donate or spend something to highlight your message just to get me to read it. Like that was never the goal. Invest that fucking money and make your own money. I don't need it. So I definitely hope it doesn't grow too fast because I want to offer this and always be able to help people and give as down to earth explanation as it is. You know what I mean? Like I'm not sponsored. Don't care about any of these companies promoting me. Don't give a shit about their products, except for the ones I use, and I give honest opinions. Like I have a lot of Razer equipment. Am I the biggest fan of Razer? Pisses me off a lot, especially when my mouse starts to update in the middle of a tournament, but they make good products otherwise. So I just want to make sure I can offer you guys good information, and I can learn too, because there's a lot I don't know, but there's a lot I do know, and I can share that. Hey, thanks, Ruckus. It's put so much into context. Nice. Hey, Choppa, what you doing, man? Yeah, I said, Choppa, I'm trying to make sure I'm live every day, at least by 1 p.m. Today I got on earlier, around 11:15, just because I could not sleep with the puppy whining in the background. Because you guys know me, I am a night owl. I miss Jeb's stream all the time because I don't wake up early enough. I said I always catch a stream when I'm traveling though, because for some reason when I'm traveling I can't not wake up at 6 a.m. But oh, nice. Well then, Ruckus, we might have to set up a little meeting with you, because there's actually one thing that I need done that I don't know if Sky's gonna have time to do it, but I just need like a quick one-page website thrown together. Like I could probably do it. I know I can do it myself. I just need to get all the assets together. But oh, the piano Maddie. Yeah, well, I remember. So they had a thing out, and they're like, "So which one of you guys would like to do like the TA for the channel?" And you know, me and Jeb were like, "Well, I mean, we can help with TA, but I mean, we don't want to be like, you know, specifically your TA person, you know." Me and him both said, like, you know, you got to get that from like multiple places, and you know, it'd be better off that you give your own. So they found him because he's entertaining, you know. I don't even remember what the hell he said last time. All right, you gotta look up Balzac. Sorry, Balzac, not Balzac. And Cochrane. Wait, is this a joke? You just gave me Balzac and Cochrane. I don't know about this. I'm just kidding. I will definitely look it up. Oh, nice. Well, yeah, no, it said, let me, I just need to get like the assets. So this is going to actually blow your mind, but the website has nothing to do with crypto whatsoever. I just need something to show and cite a paper on chronic wasting disease in deer that I was in the paper because I 3D printed a rectal speculum and oral speculum that is now used in CWD testing by lots of veterinarians. So, no joke, I 3D print butt plugs. I will go get you a butt plug. 1 second. .3D printed butt plugs. I don't have any of the black ones, so they... But yep, this little guy here, you can see like it's partially see-through. But goes in, take a sample, pull it out. But apparently no company has made it for them yet, so I still 3D print them. That's right, 3D printed butt plugs from the Cum Rocket Millionaire. That's the title. That's how they should introduce me on... Yeah, these are actual copies of my dick, Choppa. Life size. Why do you think I'm dating? I'm married to an Asian. She has small hands. She cracks me up. Hey, what's going on, Jay? Oh, so no BBC then. No BBCs. We were just laughing about that, Miss Elliott, because when we were at the clinic one day, some girl, you have to put the breed of your cat on the paper, and most people put DSH, which is domestic short hair, or DLH, domestic long hair. Nah, this bitch put BBC, big black cat, on all of her pages, and me and the other techs were just dying in the back. You got so what are you trying to print, Jay? I've always been into 3D printing. I mean, I have like just alone, you know, for the 3D printer, I've got tons of files. I've been huge on Thingiverse for a while. Well, not huge, but like I've been very active on Thingiverse. I have several things that I've designed for other people to print. You know, like from different AR-15 magazines to different medical stuff. No, I've always been into 3D printing. Yeah, Choppa is not actually as expensive as a lot of people think. You can get like the Ender 3 printer, and it's like 189 bucks. So what would that be? 2,000 to 3,000 rand. Probably 4,000 rand if you tried to actually get it to South Africa. But you know, like This is a very good printer for anybody. Yeah, I know, Chopper, but I was saying, like, you know, this is like one of the cheapest, best things you can get as far as 3D printers go. You know, I don't even have an expensive one. Mine's just one of the Dremel 3D printers from like Home Depot. And then I've got two homemade ones. One's a Delta, and then the other one is a mix of like 3 different printers that my dad like Frankenstein together. Dick caps. Hey, I made a little dick cap. For me, I'd make them smaller though, you know. Just random shit. It made you want one? Nice. Yeah, see, well, if you haven't already, you know, you can go Thingiverse. I'm not sure. Is this my account? Where's home? Take me home. Yeah, I think I'm signed in. I don't know. But, you know, there's on here, and these are just tons of things that people have printed. I'm not sure if you like Destiny, but my buddy is printing the Ace of Spades from Destiny. We've been huge Destiny fans for a decade. So he's going to 3D print this to put on his shelf. You know, so like if you're a huge nerd like I am, like this is like the ultimate get something cool from your video game without having to spend a shit ton of money. And then you can go from Thingiverse to Tinkercad, and this is another free software that, you know, these are different things. Oh yeah, here's the butt plug, rectal speculum. You know, so like that's the one file, and then the oral speculum is these here. So these are just different brackets and things I've built for whatever the hell I needed. No, I definitely love 3D printing. I think it's super cool. You made a Shrek pooping? Oh yeah, where it's like, you just slowly slide them down there. Wait, Zaf has I didn't even know Zaf had a 3D printer. The thing maker. Dude, I remember that. I definitely remember a ray gun. Ooh, that would be cool. You see, Bull Monkey's his original like is that at one point he was like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 or whatever, you know, top 100 in the leaderboards as far as multiplayer. So Call of Duty's always been Bull Monkey's like soft spot. So let's see, ray gun. Bet there's already one on here. There it is, 3D printed ray gun. Damn, that looks accurate. So how many files? Oops. So, and it looks like this guy has optimized the files. This one would probably need scaffolding though. But, you know, a lot of these people put a lot of time in this, and then, you know, you can make some simple modifications to the file to adapt to your printer, and then boom, all done and set. I gotta make sure no titties pop up on my screen from the Cum Rocket Girls before I update. Dude, that man, that is the quote of the day, Ruckus. I have to copy that and quote your ass. Here we go. Ruckus, do you play Among Us? Oops. The legendary quote, my friend. No Among Us? I'm not the biggest fan of Among Us either, to be honest. I have, I don't know if I'm just not that good at lying to people because, like, I don't want to, but that brings out some bad in your friends for sure. You find out who your real friends are very quick. I don't even know if I have Among Us still installed. Do I? Oh no, it needs an update. Oh fuck, I will update it. But you will forever be remembered in the Twitters of the tweets, Ruckus. All right, let's see if anything has changed. So for the most part, I don't think anything too much has changed. And, you know, looking at where we are now, I'm in the mindset and idea that, you know, there could still be potential downside. But looking at where we're at right now is we're right at the end. We're right on the edge of glory. Take off log. So we're right on the edge. You know, what happens here? You know, if we close a 4 hour above, you know, it might not be a fake out, you know, although we did have the one fake out here. This is a lot of support. So I'm hoping for the best. I don't think anything too big, anything just taken off. I mean, we still have KuCoin up. Not very many losers, so ETH fees are high, so people are trading. Oh, AC Word Slinger? Okay. All right. Ruckus was here. He just pissed on the tweet, let everybody know it was his, and then he left. Tagged, marked, and bounced. Celsius is making a Visa card? I need to look. But what's going on, Big Venus? How are you doing? Hey, you should drop a follow, and it's going to sound like your website, Pornhub. Let's take a look. Celsius. Is there no Celsius? Literally right there. There we go. I want to go to their website. I was just messing with you, Big Beat. I just wanted the Pornhub sound to come up for my I think I can make it pop up. Where's my chat bot? It cracks me up because somebody followed one time and goes, and somebody else commented, I really recognize that noise. Where is it from? And I just died laughing because like everybody else knew where it was from except for that guy. This is very bright, Celsius. Hold on one second there. There we go. Let me log in. I should do a weekly mixtape. Oh, nice. If you need to start doing some of them DMCA free stuff. Let's see. Test follow. Doom, 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 doom. Still cracks me up. Wait, did you even hear the noise?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay. I still need to adjust those damn volumes. I just need to buy a Go XLR Pro so I can control all this audio and not have these issues anymore. Oh yeah, back to Celsius. They're doing a card. Wonder what limitations Celsius has as far as operating. Hey, I mean, Bacon, you are my only subscriber on my OnlyFans, you know, so, I mean, you are the ultimate simp. I said the pure DeFi aspect of Celsius I always liked. I'm wondering how they're gonna keep it up though. I need to just definitely do more research on Celsius. We're gonna add this to the research list over here that I'll do after stream. But where's that? Oh yeah. Wanted to see if there was any news. So when I try to get news on stuff, I check two main areas. One is the trading view stuff because it's linked to actual just like updated alerts. And then I also like to use, wait, this is not the right one. This is CeeLo. Let's see if I can find Celsius on Binance. I'd probably have the most data. Maybe Bitfinex? Bitfinex is also another big one. Sorry. Have I tried SNUS? What is SNUS? SNUS? Like, is that a program? Yeah, that's what I was saying for the reason why, like with BlockFi, I've looked into more in depth on exactly how they're trading and doing all of their rewards and stuff. Definitely more transparent than I was expecting, but there's still some stuff I haven't quite figured out. Which I'm sure if I just do more research, it'll click up here as to how it's working. But to me, I haven't done that on Celsius yet, so I don't really know. But I've definitely liked the platform. I've covered it in TA a couple different times, which is why I thought I was using a Binance chart because none of my stuff's saved on here. I'll have to figure out which chart it was. But my biggest like on Celsius is, when we come back here, they have a clear use case for all of their stuff. They have clear people using it, and it's only growing from here. So this whole ecosystem can be very, very good and grow from here. The thing I'm worried about again is any of these different DeFi projects, whether or not they do or don't work with like Ethereum and interoperability. I think that's where the problem may be, because think of it now. Think of like Celsius, Aave, and all these different ones, for example, and just think of them as like different banks down the street. Bank of Canada, Bank of America, Bank of England. They're all just different banks. And, they're so big that you can do a lot of stuff with them and never need to leave the platform. But the second you do and need to go do other things, like what if you have both a Celsius and a BlockFi, and you want to move things between, I think about how acceptable those things would be in the future. Yield app, another one on my list to look up. And I'm very worried about Yield app because of the promise of the last time I saw things that's promised daily APIs that were that high. They're still trying to find the KG brothers in South Africa or wherever they are for MTI, and they were promising the same thing. Now the difference is they said that they were a trading bot. Yield app, BlockFi, and all these other ones, they use a mixture of smart contracts, staking, and other things that actually are providing this, right? So, when you have this occurring, it adds a little bit more sense of security. But as more and more people get onto the platform, the yields and things actually have to go down at some point, right? This is the same type of economics you would use on a currency created by the government, right? Back before the 80s, in the Bretton Woods Act, gold backed the U.S. dollar. When we ran out of gold to back the dollar, we repealed the Bretton Woods Act, and it was no longer backed by that in the 80s, and now gold and the US dollar are completely separate. The US dollar was its own thing, and the US dollar is on a constant downhill glide to nothing. If we pull up just the DXY here, and on the DXY, I put a couple other things yesterday because I was trying to show a point in the Discord or on Twitch. This here is the DXY, as much data as we have on this trading viewpoint from 1985 to now. We've been on a constant downtrend, and we hit this peak twice. Now, I drew a line here, just so it's not distracting, right on the floor here, because if we think about what we have in general, we have a decreasing line of resistance, lower highs, and we have a flat amount of lows here, right? So this is a descending triangle, typically breaks to the downside. And let's just say we took a measured move of points. So you could go draw this all the way back, but from just what we have, we'll go from here to there. This could equal a US dollar worth down to $70 again. And what happens when Bitcoin or when crypto is going down in value, or restart. When the DIY is going down in value, crypto and things typically are going up. They're like inverse charts to one another. So listed up here, I have Bitcoin's chart, and this is gold's chart. Now you can see currencies that can't be printed and made have a different style of chart than currencies. Now I could pull up the Australian pound, I could pull up the British pound, I could pull up the euro. All of their charts look the same because this is something that was created out of nothing and backed by nothing. Something that has limited supply, scarcity, and difficulty to achieve and overcome. Gold, mining, Bitcoin, mining. Now, then you start getting into other charts like, let's say XRP, you see some similarities and some differences. The similarities are the fact that it is going to continue going up in price because it is paired against several other types of currencies, right? So in the crypto space, Bitcoin's the main pair, right? But XRP is a huge pair to lots of things on lots of exchanges. And the reason why is because of liquidity and ease of use and transfer, right? Back to that whole point an hour ago on settlement and why settlement is such a big deal, but not as much as understood about it because it happens in the background. So, hey, Roxy, what's going on? Swedish snus is like dip, but it's cancer free. Oh, so when I saw the snus, I thought you were talking about tobacco. But no, I've never actually heard of it. Yeah, so Crypto Savvy, I'd watch him every now and then. I actually knew of him before I knew of BitBoy. But of course, I found BitBoy just on my own like a year ago, something like that. But Crypto Savvy, he's definitely one of the most conservative out there. He's a very conservative trader, but that's what works for him, right? You know, when he makes money on these pumps, he doesn't get greedy. And, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, you're an idiot. You're always bearish. And I'm like, but it's good to be bearish. It's good to have that sense of fucking reality, because if you just consider you're always going to be up here at the top, it's going to be a long fall to the bottom. So, no, Crypto Savvy's he thinks we're in a bear market now, from what I remember. He does think that we may have a relief rally, but he thinks it would be shut down close to the $45,000 to $50,000 range. And, you know, he's thinking that the most that we're going to get is somewhere up here. And then this is where we're going to actually get shut down to prove we're in the downtrend. And that's going to cause, you know, a chart that looks similar to what we had back in 2017, right after the crash. So right here, he thinks that we're in this spot. So we're going to have a little pump to the upside and then continue on, which I don't think that's the case. I think we have to wait until we are in towards the end of the year. You know, these cycles, as far as we know, have done the same thing every time. Like I said, if this one is different and we'll at least have a double top that lets us know it's different. But we can't negate or say anything is trash yet until we get more towards the end of the year. And that's what I've been sticking to. And yeah, so this is I'm almost on my last thing of this, because I am stopping this just a yearly goal. I actually never smoked cigarettes before. I got this when I was in vet school because, you know, of course, nicotine helped with studying and things like that. But I am actually now on the lowest nicotine that this salt nic can go, and my goal, like I said, is in the next month or two to be completely done. So, because I said, I don't really need the nicotine. It's just more of like a habit now. And the biggest thing is the fact that I'm so used to doing this, so I'm just switching to zero nicotine, and I'm just going to hit this for a while, and then eventually I'll just stop this. That's crazy. Something that actually helps, and they don't even allow it. Hey, Nick. How are you doing, buddy? How's your streams been, man? I've been trying to raid you when I'm live to kind of help you get some better numbers. Actually need to... I don't have my creative dashboard up. 1 second. The alerts. Hey. Yeah, I said you should see the one that... So the guy who does all of my designing, Ruckus, said one of my best friends, very, very talented in my opinion. He made me an alert, and it took him like 10 minutes to make these. It was the bits.
This is a test bit alert.
Oh, is it not even showing it? What? Hold up. Why is it not showing my cool alert? Alert box. It's weird because it showed the part of it. Where is... Well, now I'm curious. Yeah, it doesn't show... Patience. Let's try that.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie, and hurt you.
This is a test bit alert.
You just get the whole song. My desktop? Oh yeah. What's wrong? Everybody hates that I do this with my desktop. Why does everybody hate that?
Wait, what's wrong with it?
I think because I space them out. Oh, you're good, Roxy. Don't stress. Thanks, Roxy. You're the best. Take care of your little boy toy there. He needs all the direction he can get. Let me drop that shout out to Miss Roxy Yo-Yo. And then the OCD. You finding any of your shinies? Yeah, so I'm waiting for August because I'm going to get the new Evolving Skies. I'm going to try to buy a case of Evolving Skies. So that'll be 6 booster boxes, and we'll see what we get. Okay, guys, I'll just fucking line them up. Jeez. Ah, peer pressure is rough in this motherfucker. Can't do anything the way I want. See, this looks so stupid. This little block. What is this? I'm gonna make a kite. Is a kite acceptable? Is this how you make a kite? I don't know. What about that? Come to Canada, you'll show me how to smoke? Yeah, see, that motivation's on the other end of the house. I do that outside. Because here in Texas, they legalize... See, weed isn't legal here, but there's a hemp product called Delta 8, which is a variant that is legal. So I am a good boy, and I did not do drugs. But Delta 8, you can buy at the store. So, you know...
Is weed legal in Canada?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm pretty sure, I guess, Miss Elliott, in where you're at, marijuana's legal, right? So yeah, because Delta 8 is just a legal way to basically smoke weed. So Delta 8 is just considered a derivative of THC. So it has similar effects, but it's not actually banned as far as when considered a hemp derivative. Delta 9, or the active ingredient in marijuana, the THC Delta 9, that is a controlled substance that is not considered to be part of like a hemp derivative. That's the loophole with Delta 8. Delta 8 is processed in the body similarly, and especially when you eat it as like a gummy, your body will process it and put it into the active form so you can still actually get a high, you know. Yeah, I said I haven't smoked this yet, but we bought it. It says Delta 8 hemp pre-roll. Yeah. Bought it at the fucking gas station in Texas. You know, this part that blows my mind. They should just legalize and tax it. You know, because I don't drink alcohol. I don't like alcohol. I'm not a big fan of it. Sometimes I'll do a drunk stream and I drink Fireball like I'm a little college freshman here, you know. But I don't really like alcohol, so I would rather smoke weed or eat gummies. And now that I can buy gummies here in Texas, I'm very happy. But now I don't know where any of my stuff went. To see, this one here is PC Utilities. You guys just messed me all up, man. I don't know where anything goes anymore. Nice Hash was for testing. I don't even remember what this was for. Fuck it, I'm taking you guys away from my desktop. I won't be shamed anymore. Oh yeah, so the whole country. Flour, oils, edibles, topicals. See New Mexico. Oh, next summer. Oh, that's stupid. But I mean, in New Mexico, at least you're closer to Canada, Nevada. You know, what I would always do is, you know, back in the day, I would just, when I went to California or places, I would just take gummies when I was there, you know, and it's legal. I'm not practicing, you know, I'm not practicing here right now. The only reason why I enjoy to use it. No, Ruckus. I fell to the peer pressure. I had to.
You felt judged.
I felt judged. Yeah, see, Jay, that's exact. Like when I'm talking with Jet and a couple other people who are from Cali, you know, they're like, oh, what you vaping? You vaping some CBD or you vaping THC? I'm like, nope, this is just regular vape. It's not allowed here. You know, maybe Meet Kevin will fix California. This guy taking a piss? Oh, I can't go to Twitter anymore, guys. Order it online, deliver. Oh my gosh. Well, I know when I was in Cali, we actually, it was a fucking app. I think it's called Weed Maps. And some motherfucker pulled up to the hotel and delivered like a fat stack of weed and weed delivery goods. And I was at a wedding and I just put it at the middle of the reception in the wedding. And that was one hell of a wedding. Those people went off. Yeah, what a time, right? I'm sitting at home playing video games and talking to friends on the internet. And I'm actually a doctor. Like, it doesn't make sense. It just don't make sense. But I think that's, unless anybody else has any other questions, guys, I'm actually probably going to just raid somebody else here on Twitch. And I'm going to settle some, I said I need to get back with Garth on an email for some things that he's trying to do trading wise. I need to get back with DZ and BitBoy about, I know they wanted me back on one of the days, but also to help them with their Twitch. So Miss Elliott, Ruckus, all you guys from BitBoy and Jay, everybody who has any ideas to help their Twitch stream, you know, please let me know. Like I said, I'll be sure to pass that on to them so, you know, your voice can be heard because I know you all were hosting and doing things for them. So, you know, if we can get BitBoy's channel really big on Twitch as well, you know, it's my opinion, a huge transition between YouTube and a whole nother brand of marketing community age group, right? Twitch isn't just video games. You know, the hot tub streamers have taken over. So I'll probably do a hot tub stream. I actually, for when XRP takes off, I have XRP nipple pasties that I can wear on stream. So that's what, hopefully I can go on ATV like that. That would be entertaining. Yeah, Ruckus, thank you so much. I appreciate it, Miss Elliott. What's your best advice to get from a small stack to working from home? I would say every time you're thinking about like grabbing an extra drink, extra bit of food, just take that money and just set it aside in a little jar, call it your crypto jar. This sounds crazy, but I know one person who did this and they were so excited to put a little bit of money into the crypto jar instead of, you know, buying a Starbucks, buying extra food they didn't really want. This guy, he was also using it to diet at the same time. So it was like, you can either eat and get fat or you can put $10 away and get rich. And, it, you know, it's a very, very close friend of mine. And, you know, it worked for him. So it's something simple. And, you know, when he got $100, he would just take it and buy whichever crypto he was wanting to hold onto right now. And, you know, he's got a mix of XRP, Cardano, VeChain, Ethereum, and I think Engine. I honestly think the ones y'all listed earlier, those are the ones he had because, you know, those are ones I've covered. Engine for NFTs, Vet for supply chain management, Cardano to take over Ethereum or at least be the leading competitor, XRP for settlements, and Bitcoin as a store of value, and it's the big daddy that's going to be here. So I would say take a little bit of that, stash it aside, and then, you know, this is how you implement dollar cost averaging. Every Friday, whatever's in that jar, you know, you can deposit in your bank and then, you know, buy crypto. You know, the jar is just a representation and a goal setter and a reminder. And it sounds stupid, but when you see something in front of you actually growing and getting bigger, there's a sense of achievement. That sense of achievement is satisfaction, and satisfaction keeps your mood up, your confidence. You know, morale is such a big thing in keeping your emotions out of this. Because ask Melody, ask people who've watched me stream. When I lose $5,000 on a fucking trade, ouch, right? I don't like it. But instead of going in thinking I got to make this 5K back, I just stop. Not in the mindset, not in the right place. But that little jar is just going to help you start building up more and more because you're not going to become a millionaire overnight. But compounding interest and, you know, this ROI change that crypto offers is really great. You know, like right now, XRP just going to $1 of, so let's say $1.20, $1.30, which is here, that's doubling your money. You put in $100, now you have 200. Now, you know, you can always sell at tops and bottoms if you're good at timing them, but most aren't. So if you just keep adding it to your portfolio, you're just going to slowly see things build. The next thing is do your own research and learn how to do swing trading. Potentially invest in indicators like Lux Algo or Market Cipher. If you don't have a grand to buy Market Cipher, I can show you how to make this indicator. This is a similar indicator to Market Cipher, modified from another person who copied Market Cipher. I do, you know, suggest you support him, but if you don't have the money, you find ways, right? So I'm always going to give a shout out to Market Cipher, but I said I will teach people how to do this on their own, because all Market Cipher is a blend of indicators. When you get his particular one, you get it analyzed in a sense to you to help you make decisions, but other people have copied the same code and made similar things if you want to use it. Once you build up a little bit of money, then at this point I suggest doing swing trades, right? You go in, you've got $2,000 worth of XRP, it doubles, you sell half of it and you put it into something else, and then when that one doubles, you sell half of it, put that into something else, and now what you've done is you've collectively built a portfolio of tokens that has cost you nothing. It's been distributed wealth from your dollar cost averaging. And, you know, if you do this all through this next cycle, by the time we hit 2024, 25, you could easily be sitting with 6 figures just in crypto that then will double or triple after that. So that is my best advice on doing it, is just staying disciplined. Forget the fact that you might make $1 million real quick if you buy Safe Moon, and, you know, make sure you still have 75% and stuff you don't even have to think about. You know, the cum rocket here, like I still think this is worth $5 or $6,000 worth of cum rocket I have, but I'm not touching it because I think it will go higher and I've already made my profit. So, you know, I said that would be my best advice is, you know, don't think that I don't have, a lot of people just think I don't have enough money to invest or be in crypto. And because of that, you know, they don't get into it. When in reality, you can buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. You can buy 0.05 XRP if you really wanted to. It's only going to be worth a penny, but, you know, you could do it if you wanted. So, and by just slowly building it up, you'll eventually hit financial freedom faster than you would doing indexes, dividend stocks, simple savings accounts, things like that. The only thing, in my opinion, that's going to offer you similar returns are going to be highly speculative SPACs in the stock market, and things like that. But those are kind of struggling right now because they've been falsely inflated so much already. But again, yeah, let me see what I could do. It's going to be great. How long does it need to sit? My nipple pedals? I don't know. They're a sticker, I think, right? Is that what he's talking about, or am I just talking about something else? And Garth, dude, I appreciate all the kind words, and, you know, of course, you know, you and everybody who ended up reaching out to BitBoy, you know, thank you for getting me in contact with them. You know, I said I had been in contact with them one time before, but it was just like a simple asking a question about a project. But, you know, then, you know, with around the blockchain and all that, got more involved. So thank you guys again. And yeah, I said, Ruckus, that's some good, you know, good advice. There's free things on Coinbase. I actually have a Discord. I'm not sure if my links still work, but I know other people have put their links in because it's like a refer a friend thing. So if you don't have a link, I recommend trying to find one in there or seeing if somebody has one, because then they get like $2, you get it, and then you can refer more people. So I'm sure my links have already been taken, and oh yeah, that's right, because I actually did a giveaway of all the crypto I got from that about 3 or 4 months ago. So you know, definitely see if maybe Ruckus, somebody else has a link, and then, you know, you get money, they get money, and you can just keep that shit going. Oh, how long does it need to sit before you can move it around? If it profits quickly, you can sell it instantly. If it, you know, takes forever, you can wait, you can sell it at a loss. I mean, it's completely up to you, Nick. Yeah, so Ruckus has a Coinbase link. I mean, if you want, you're more than welcome to, you can drop the link in my stream. I have them allowed. I just have to review them. But that way, if anybody in chat right now wants to use Ruckus's link to get access to the free crypto courses or questions, like I can show you what it looks like before I go. So it's going to be earn rewards, and these are questions regarding what Barn Bridge is, how to earn AMP. You can learn about Graph and all of that. So if anybody wants that link, you can just click on that and it'll bring you to here. And what happens is for each friend you refer, you know, you get money. I don't have to explain that. You guys know what the fuck you're doing. But, you know, Miss Elliott, if you get it, now you can pass it on and then you get the kickback, right? So, yeah. I appreciate you guys wanting to use mine, but it is not necessary. But yeah, let's see who we can raid here. Who do we got? Let's see. Choppa's not streaming. Nick's not streaming. I don't know if anybody cares to watch Call of Duty, but my good buddy, who is an absolute legend, I mean, this guy's got like a 4.0 KD in all Warzone and stuff. He is a very good Call of Duty player, and he also likes to troll people with the Strela, if you're familiar with that gun in Call of Duty. But this is my awesome programmer buddy who can literally code anything, and he's just a good guy. So if you want to watch him and his buddies, I think they're practicing for a tournament at the moment. But if you're interested, drop a follow. They are part of the OMG Tap Lounge, which I am as well. And I said it's just a big group of streamers trying to help promote each other, as well as offer support for anything and anything you may be interested in. And also really big into just mental health, because, you know, COVID has been really tough on a lot of people. Another buddy of mine, Bumfleski, who's streaming, he is, you know, one of our biggest advocates for that, because, you know, it hasn't been easy for everybody. And like, I know it's been a lot easier for me financially and other things than a lot of other people. So this is just something else that we're trying to do to get back. So be sure to give this guy a follow if you're interested. She'll be using Coinbase Pro. That's right, Ruckus. You've created a monster. But all right, guys, thanks again. I'm gonna try again to be live around 6:45. My goal was to cover morning/lunchtime stuff, where we're at, and then cover the morning close or evening close. So catch you guys then.